What's up, everybody? PLObro coming at you here with a rather amusing hand. I was actually just doing some study, trying to hop in the lab this morning and take a look at some hands that we played this weekend so far, do some breakdowns, and happened to stumble across this one and just thought that it was kind of funny. And so I thought I'd make it just a real short, quick video on some things to not do in PLO. And so, yeah, a lot of hand breakdown videos on how to play. So this is going to be just a quick, simple video on some things not to do in Pod Limit Omaha. These guys, well, let's just walk through the hand here. In this hand replayer, after this beta, I downloaded a beta, and the hand replayer is a little laggy on the pre-flop round for some reason, but we're going to get there through it. So UTG limps with Queen 997 with a 9 suit. Mistake number one. This is a insta fold under the gun. Middle position goes ahead and limps as well. We're at a PLO 50 here, by the way. 6 max, and you can tell by the player names that this was on Ignition. So these are anonymous players, and we do have minimal hand history with the players involved. So then the cutoff looks down at a sweet Queen 10 5-3 double suited, and double suited with one suit to the 5, which is super strong. If no, it's not strong at all. This should be a snap fold. Definitely not a raise. He's going to be playing this pot multi-way almost all of the time. When you have a UTG and a middle position limp, I think most of the time their plan is to limp call, and some of the time their plan is to limp jam. And a very small percentage of the time they will fold. With there being 2 limpers in front of you, this raise is like practically never getting through. So you're going to see a flop, and it's likely going to be multi-way if you don't get 3-bet. Your hand is super disconnected. Like you basically have 2 no limit hold'em hands with the Queen 10 and the 5-3. And this is the kind of a mistake. You know, this hand, you see the double suits, think it looks pretty. You see a 5-3, oh, well, that's got some connectivity. You see the Queen 10, oh, that's got some connectivity. But your hand doesn't work together at all. It's way too disconnected. Anyway, absolute trash, and that should be a fist pump fold. But, yeah, he elects to raise. So we're on the button here. We look down at ace, jack 3. We do have nut clubs. So we're saying, okay, sweet, we can really bloat the pot here with the 3-bet, lower the SPR. We see that the under the gun limper and the cutoff razor are both short, and we suspect that we're going to get some folds here some of the time from these under the gun players to the 3-bet, particularly the middle position player. I think is going to fold more because he's risking more of a stack, where the under the gun player might decide just to rip it in and C5 cards. Under the gun does not decide to rip it in and C5 cards. He decides to flat, which is another just catastrophic error. Like, I don't know what he wants to have. I guess he wants to flop a set. And he's just putting in 2/3 of his stack in the hopes that he flops a set. So yeah, this is just ridiculous in my opinion. Like, I don't know what he's thinking, and I think that he's just not thinking about it. I think he thinks like, I've got a suit and a pair, and like I can make a straight, so I'm gonna see a flop, and that's just like, that's incredibly poor decision making on his part. Middle position, I believe, does end up folding here. And there we go. The cutoff flats as well. So the cutoff puts in a third of his stack with queen 10, 5, 3 double suited. And the carnage isn't over yet, guys. The carnage is just beginning. We see a flop. 4, 8, jack, 2 diamonds. Pretty disconnected. There's some gut shots out there. 10, 9 is open-ended. And the diamonds are out there. We do have the nut diamond blocker, which removes like a pretty good bit number of combos of diamond draws that would be out there calling 3-bets. Apparently with these guys' 3-bet calling ranges, though, there's a wide array of potential diamond combos that could be out there. So the under the gun player decides that this is a great flop to jam with pocket 9s and a gut shot. I would have to disagree in that. I mean, I don't know what he really wants to happen. Like, he's only going to hit his 9 12% of the time, 12.5% of the time, something like that. And he's only going to flop a flush draw 10% of the time, I believe. And, like, I mean, so he's only going to really have, like, I mean, I guess he's going to flop some, like, a lot of gutters with this hand. This hand's super gappy, too, so you're not going to flop many open-enders. You're going to flop a lot of gut shots when you do flop straight draws. Anyway, he jams in his last $7 into 30, 31, which is, I mean, I don't know. I guess, like, we could run some numbers on if his equity is there. I guess he had 21% equity against the field, but he doesn't know what we have and what our ranges are. I think against our ranges, he's probably even in worse shape against 2 players. And then the cutoff decides to get in there too. So this play, I just have no idea what's going on. I mean, he has a gut shot and a backdoor flush draw, and that is it. You know, one overcard that you can't really put very much value on. So I just say, okay, the pot's too big. If these guys are gonna, like, you know, play some draw, I'm just gonna make them put it in. I'm pot committed already with the amount of money that's in the pot in my hand. So I jam, and the cutoff just snaps me off with his gut shot and 1 over. And we run it out. We hold, obviously, take down the pot. So, yeah, I don't really know what either of these guys were thinking. This is really, really, really bad play on both of their parts. I hope to play against them every day for the rest of eternity. Because if you're making decisions like this at the table, you need to, number one, you need to take some serious evaluations of your game. Like, what are you're not even thinking about what's going on in the hand and what your opponents might have. Like, what's the probability that you're good here? Why would you be calling 3-bets with queen 997? Why would you be in the pot in the first place under the gun with queen 997? Why are you open raising queen 10, 5, 3 double suited with a 5 high suit when there's 2 limpers in front of you and 3 people to act behind you? Just like every move that both, I mean, the reason I found this hand amusing is because both players made a mistake at every decision they made, I think. In my opinion, each decision that they made was incorrect, and you had 2 people in the same hand doing that. So I was just kind of blown away at how this hand played out. Thought it was kind of funny. Wanted to share it with you guys, and just have a little bit of a humorous anecdote on how not to approach the game of Pot Limit Omaha. Anyway, that's going to do it for us today. Check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/PLObro official. We're right here on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. We're going to keep putting out some content. Hope you guys like it. And then we're going to be over on Instagram, Facebook, at PLObro official, and Twitter at PLObro. Come give us a shout. Run good, guys. See ya.